Are you feeling like there's something more to your life than meets the eye? That there's a deeper purpose, a higher calling waiting for you? Have you ever wondered if you are one of the few, the special ones who have been chosen for something extraordinary? If so, then you need to stick around for this life-changing video, because today we're diving into 7 signs you are a chosen one. But here's the twist. The last sign might shock you and change your entire perspective about who you really are. So stay tuned, because this could be the key to unlocking your true potential. Many people walk through life feeling disconnected, wondering if there is more to their existence than the daily grind. But for some, life feels different. These individuals often feel as though they're being guided by a higher power, nudged by something far beyond their understanding. If you're one of those people, then it's no coincidence that you're watching this right now. The idea of being a chosen one isn't about special powers or divine abilities. It's about being called to a higher purpose, to lead others, to break the chains of limitation, and to create a ripple effect of change in the world. So, how do you know if you're one of the chosen? Here are the 7 signs that could indicate that you're walking the path of greatness. Sign number 1, you feel a deep sense of purpose. One of the most powerful signs that you are a chosen one is a deep, unwavering sense of purpose that you feel in your soul. This purpose isn't just a career goal or a fleeting desire, but something that runs through every fiber of your being. It may have been with you since childhood or may have surfaced during a period of deep introspection, but either way, this purpose calls you. It feels like a beacon that draws you toward it, even if you aren't entirely sure what it is yet. You just know that you're meant for something more than ordinary. This feeling of purpose can sometimes be overwhelming. It can manifest as a restlessness, an itch that you just can't seem to scratch. You might find yourself drawn to books, ideas, or experiences that others might find unusual or irrelevant. But for you, they seem to hold clues, pieces of a larger puzzle. You may also notice that you're willing to make sacrifices in pursuit of this purpose. Whether it's giving up a stable job, leaving a relationship, or embarking on a new path, you have an innate understanding that fulfilling your purpose is worth any cost. Sign number 2. You experience synchronicities and signs from the universe. Have you ever had moments when the universe seemed to align perfectly? Those moments where you felt like everything just clicked, like the world was giving you a signal that you're on the right path? If you've had experiences of synchronicity, where events, people, or circumstances come together in a way that feels almost too perfect to be random, then you may be one of the chosen ones. These signs can come in various forms. Maybe you see repeating numbers like 11, 11, or 3, 3, 3 everywhere you go. Perhaps you meet someone at just the right moment who offers guidance or an opportunity you've been seeking. Or maybe a seemingly random encounter or event sets off a chain reaction that changes your life in profound ways. These synchronicities are not mere coincidences. They are messages from the universe, affirmations that you are exactly where you need to be. Beyond these signs, you might also feel a heightened sense of intuition. You start to notice patterns that others overlook, and you feel a deeper connection to the world around you. This heightened awareness allows you to trust the process of life, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. The universe is guiding you, and as a chosen one, your job is to pay attention and follow the signs. Sign number 3. You often feel like an outsider. Have you ever felt like you don't truly belong, even though you're surrounded by people? Many chosen ones experience this feeling of being an outsider, as though they are not quite fitting into the world around them. This can happen at work, in social circles, or even in your family. It's not that you don't get along with others, but there's a deep sense of not quite belonging to the norms of society. You may feel like you're different, and that's because you are. This sense of being an outsider often leads to periods of isolation or loneliness. You might withdraw from social activities or feel more comfortable spending time alone. But these moments of solitude are not wasted. For chosen ones, Isolation is often a time of growth and self-discovery. It's when you can connect with your inner self and gain clarity about your mission in life. While being an outsider can feel challenging, it's also a gift. It gives you a unique perspective that allows you to see things others cannot. You're able to think outside the box, challenge the status quo, and inspire others to do the same. Embrace this feeling of being different, because it's one of the clearest signs that you're meant to stand apart and lead. Sign number 4. You have an unshakable inner strength. When life gets tough, do you find that you have an inner strength that others don't seem to possess? Even in the face of adversity, there's something deep inside you that refuses to give up. This resilience is another key sign of being a chosen one. You may have faced personal battles, heartbreak, or difficult circumstances, but through it all, you've come out stronger. Your inner strength isn't just about endurance, it's about transformation. Each challenge you face becomes a stepping stone, a lesson that prepares you for the next phase of your journey. You may have noticed that the more you go through, the more you grow. This strength isn't accidental. It's a gift that allows you to handle the unique challenges of your path. Moreover, this strength inspires others. People around you may look to you for guidance or support during tough times. They see your resilience and are encouraged by your example. As a chosen one, your strength is not just for you. It's a light that helps others find their own courage. Sign number 5. You feel called to serve others. At the core of being a chosen one is the desire to help others. Whether it's through your career, personal relationships, or community involvement, you feel a deep calling to serve. You have a natural ability to uplift others and make a positive impact in their lives. This could be through your words, your actions, or even just by being present when someone is in need. You instinctively understand the power of connection and know that your presence can be a source of comfort and inspiration to others. This calling isn't about seeking recognition or rewards. It's about a deep sense of responsibility and compassion for the world around you. You may find yourself drawn to volunteer work, mentoring, or simply being a source of encouragement for those in your life. This desire to serve is one of the most profound signs of being a chosen one. You may have noticed that people often turn to you for guidance or support, even if you don't advertise yourself as someone with all the answers. They trust your insight and feel safe sharing their struggles with you. Furthermore, this calling to serve goes beyond individuals. You may feel a need to address larger societal issues, whether it's advocating for social justice, helping the environment, or creating spaces where others can thrive. Your mission to serve is rooted in making the world a better place. This drive often requires sacrifices, but you willingly embrace them because you understand the importance of your work. It's as if your soul knows that this is what you were meant to do. Over time, this desire to serve transforms into a profound sense of fulfillment. When you see the positive impact you've made on others, it reaffirms your purpose and motivates you to keep going. Even when challenges arise, your commitment to serving others strengthens your resolve, reminding you that your efforts are part of something much greater than yourself. Sign number 6. You experience profound spiritual growth. Another powerful sign that you are a chosen one is a deep spiritual awakening or growth. This doesn't necessarily mean you're religious, but you might feel an awakening to a deeper connection with the universe, with nature, or with something greater than yourself. Your spiritual journey may have begun during a moment of crisis or during a time of deep introspection, but it has since blossomed into an integral part of your life. This growth often involves shedding old beliefs and embracing new perspectives. You may have questioned everything you once thought was true, only to find a deeper truth that resonates with your soul. This process can be uncomfortable and even painful at times, but it's essential for your transformation. You come to understand that spiritual growth isn't about reaching a destination. It's a lifelong journey of learning, evolving, and connecting with the infinite. As you grow spiritually, you may find that your intuition becomes stronger. You're able to sense things beyond the physical world and trust your inner guidance more than ever before. This newfound clarity helps you navigate life with greater ease and purpose. You may also notice that your priorities shift. Material possessions and societal expectations become less important, while inner peace, love, and connection take center stage. Your spiritual growth doesn't just benefit you, it also impacts those around you. By embodying wisdom, compassion, and authenticity, you inspire others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery. Your presence becomes a catalyst for transformation, not because you impose your beliefs on others, but because you lead by example. This deep spiritual growth also equips you with the resilience to face life's challenges. You understand that difficulties are not obstacles, but opportunities for growth. You learn to trust the timing of your life, knowing that everything unfolds exactly as it should. This perspective allows you to approach each day with gratitude and optimism, regardless of the circumstances. Sign number 7. You have an overwhelming desire to make a difference in the world. The final sign is perhaps the most telling. You feel an overwhelming, burning desire to make a difference in the world. It's not enough to just exist. You want to leave a legacy. You want to contribute to something that will impact the world long after you're gone. This desire isn't driven by ego or the pursuit of fame. It's rooted in a deep, soulful yearning to bring about positive change. This sense of purpose can manifest in many ways. Perhaps you're drawn to starting a movement, creating art that inspires others, or building a business that aligns with your values. Maybe you feel called to mentor the next generation, advocate for those who don't have a voice, or work towards solving global challenges like poverty, inequality, or climate change. Whatever form it takes, this desire to make a difference is unwavering. You may have moments of doubt, wondering if your efforts will truly matter in the grand scheme of things. But deep down, you know that even small actions can create ripples that lead to larger waves of change. As a chosen one, you understand that your role isn't to change the entire world by yourself, but to contribute your unique gifts and talents to the collective effort. This drive to make a difference often fuels your creativity and innovation. You see possibilities where others see limitations. You're willing to take risks and step outside your comfort zone because you believe in the power of your vision. And even when faced with setbacks, your determination pushes you to keep moving forward. Perhaps most importantly, this desire to make a difference brings you profound joy and fulfillment. It gives your life meaning and connects you to something greater than yourself. By pursuing this calling, you not only transform the world around you, but you also become the best version of yourself. If you've recognized yourself in these signs, then it's time to embrace your journey. You are not here by accident. You are here for a reason, and the world is waiting for you to step into your full potential. Being a chosen one isn't about being perfect. It's about answering the call, walking your path with courage, and using your unique gifts to make the world a better place. Remember, the last sign, the one that might change everything you thought you knew about yourself, is the realization that being a chosen one doesn't mean you're alone. You're part of a community of like-minded individuals who share your vision, your purpose, and your mission. And when you come together with others who are also walking the path of greatness, there's no limit to what you can achieve. So, if you felt like you are one of the chosen ones, then it's time to take action. Step into your power, embrace your purpose, and let the world see the light that you have to offer. The journey ahead may not always be easy, but it will be worth it. And if you're ready to fully embrace your calling, then you've just taken the first step toward the life you were meant to live.